everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Frugalista here, and I am going to give you side-by-side comparison of the new Wet n Wild Dewy Photo Focus Foundation to the original formula. Alrighty, you guys know me in my intros as awkward as a middle school dance. If you're new here, I hope you subscribe. Please click that subscribe button, click that notification bell so you know when I post. So when YouTube decides to do something weird, like unsubscribe people, or I don't know, bury my video underneath something new from Shane Dawson. Yes, Wet n Wild. We love Wet n Wild drugstore. Awesome. And I've been a fan of their original foundation last year. Maybe it's been 2 years now they've had it. And it's actually, and I like their powder, the Photo Focus powder. So good stuff. And I'm kind of excited. I've showed this on camera before, but I wanted to do a side-by-side comparison so you could see if it was in fact different. And remember, boys and girls, we talked about the fact that the only change, not only is it dewy, is that now it has a scent. The original formula, which is this one here, I have the shade Buff Bisque. And the Buff Bisque, that formula is it's considered unscented, but it smells like paint. I'm okay with that. Everything that's made has a smell. Whether it's something we dig up from the ground or make in a factory, it's gonna have a smell. There's really no such thing as no smell. You know? Kind of like there's no such thing as no color, like there's the absence of color and then there's like all the colors combined. Okay, I think white is the absence of color and black is all the colors. And then, anyway, let's begin. I don't have anything on my face besides sunscreen, so we're just gonna do that. Okay, so we're gonna put the soft beige over here. This retails for, I wanna say about $6. It could vary between, you know, your Walgreens and your Rite Aid. It's on their website. Okay, so this is the Dewy. Just want to make sure okay. And then this is Buff Bisque in the original. Good comparison. Let's use two different brushes though. I love this foundation because, either formula, because affordable, no trigger ingredients for rosacea, but now with fragrance, who knows? It hasn't bothered me yet. It's just one of those things where you don't want to use a perfume fragranced product. If you have sensitive skin, you just don't want to kind of use it on a regular basis. Once in a while is okay. It's just one of those things where it can like break down your integrity of your kind of top layer. Okay, so what else do I like? I like that it's affordable. It doesn't have any trigger ingredients, and the coverage I feel is so good. So this is Dewy, and this is actually a Wet n Wild stipple brush. You guys, the Wet n Wild makeup brushes are so good. I actually think that the Dewy formula has more coverage, or did I just put more on? Because look at that. Let's do a little more. Ooh. Let's see here. I feel like this is so weird. The Photo Focus original formula is a little bit more sheer maybe. Very buildable though. I mean, still great. The beauty of this formula, and that was the intent, it was that it was supposed to look good in photos, no flashback. You know, you could just look great in selfies, social media, etc. And like it's got its own filter. And I mean, I'm not necessarily sure if I would consider that, but I just think it has such a great way of you know, kind of making the skin look great. But look at the difference between Dewy and Original. And, you know, unless, so yeah, it's interesting. I didn't remember that it was, I feel like there's just so much more coverage on this side. So yeah, cool, right? I've got the NYX Born to Glow concealer, and I'm using a shade that might be too light. It's white, light ivory is the color. Let's get some of you chime in here because the Photo Focus concealer is very popular, and I feel like when I tried it when it first came out, I found it to be a little bit too matte, a little too powdery and crepey. So I think what I want to do is buy it again and just see if it's still that way for me. And then, you know, maybe I'm doing a different under eye prep. I feel like sometimes things from 2 years ago, even a year ago, have changed so much in my routine for the better. So the NYX is interesting. I didn't want to kind of kill my foundation right there. Okay, you know, the Born to Glow, or what is that called? Yes, the Born to Glow concealer, I don't find terribly shiny. Like in a the It Cosmetics concealer is so shiny. Yeah, so. And just, I almost don't need to powder, you guys. I don't feel like I need to powder, but I do have Photo Focus. I have the shade Banana, which is, I mean, it's actually not terribly yellow. I sometimes avoid banana shades because, like, yeah, I'm gonna use my Toddy Blendiful just right here. Let's see how it, yeah, my skin, I do have a dry skin, but I have prepped it, you know, so it's like moisturized. I feel like this foundation just kind of soaks in a good way. It doesn't soak in and disappear, it soaks in, and I don't even have to worry about a bunch of powder, which is kind of nice for a dewy finish because, you know, you want, don't kill the dew. Little eyeshadow. You guys, let's do some Wet n Wild blush and highlighter. And, oh, look at this. It's so sparkly. It's the Fantastic Plastic Pink, which I think it's from my sponsored video with them. I feel like a little girl. Okay, now I'm gonna do something not drugstore. Marc Jacobs, Omega, fantastic bronzer. I can't find my Wet n Wild bronzers. I mean, they're somewhere. Oh, oops. You guys. I'm you guys, the thing I love about the Toddy Blendiful, I'm not sure if I'm completely sold on it actually applying the liquid products, but it does an amazing, it buffs everything so nicely. So yes, love it. Oh, you guys, just gonna use the Revlon Glow Gelée. I had this around summer and I kind of forgot about it, but it's such a fantastic highlighter. Did it dry out? I hope not. No. This one might be a little dry. I guess maybe it was sitting on my shelf long enough. Huh. Kind of created a okay. We'll see. I'm going to spritz a little bit of this Photo Focus 3-in-1 Cucumber. You can use this as a primer spray. You can use this as a setting spray. It's not bad. It's pretty good, actually. There's some that don't work for sensitive skin. That one seems to be fine. I'm going to do brows and lashes off camera, and I will come back for a few final thoughts. Okay, I am complete now. So, you guys, I am just such a fan of this foundation, both of them. So, we've got Dewy on this side. Dewy. Notice a difference? Dewy here. No. I mean, okay, you guys know in that new stuff at the drugstore video, I was super glowy, and I had a combination of things from that video on. So I think that the Halo, the e.l.f. Halo powder, there was even that, like, there was a different primer in that video, and the e.l.f. Camouflage Hydrating Concealer all add such an element of dewiness. I don't think the NYX concealer is as glowy and dewy as the e.l.f. once it's settled, you know, dried down on my skin. And the this Photo Focus, this powder, I mean, I don't think it killed the foundation, but I don't think it really kind of, I just don't see, like, you know, yeah, so what do you think? I am going to swatch it just on the back of my hand, or on my forearm. Okay, so this is the Dewy version. Dewy and Original. Trying to catch the light. What's nice is that the reason I liked the original Photo Focus formula was because it was neither matte nor luminous. It just was kind of like, it's just neutral. It was just sort of an in-between. So I've never found the Photo Focus very mattifying anyway. And the Dewy one maybe just has like a hint. And also there might be some ingredients in the product that vary and that sit on the skin to give a different look on camera. So yeah. But if it's something you were thinking of trying, I mean, go for it, because you really can't go wrong with the price. I just don't see a difference side by side, and I'm surprised. I actually think the Dewy formula has more coverage. All right, you guys, if I have any other thoughts, I will leave them below in the description box. I've always, when I wear these foundations, I find that they don't break down, they wear nicely, I don't get texture, and so they're really great. So there you go. Okay. Well, I will list what I used, and feel free to ask any questions, leave a comment, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye.